Okay, so how do you add more SDI-12 sensors easily to your existing system? Well, there's this extension board. This board offers 4 additional connections, 3 over here, 1 over here. You may realize this is actually the same exact board as a regular USB SDI-12 adapter, except I didn't populate these things. I just populated the connectors and also this stacking header. So how do I put this on top of the regular USB SDI-12 adapter? Well, I already have this breadboard on with the previous video. So first, let's take off the nuts. Okay, so now the nuts are taken off. Just make sure the standoffs are tight enough. Just kind of tighten that a little bit against the screw on the back, or maybe the enclosure. Okay, so now take these standoffs that come with this adapter, this extension board. Just screw them on top. Okay, so there you go. And if you stack this, okay. Just carefully stack this. Get connections to line up. Oh, I think I missed a few pins. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I have it lined up, so I'll start pushing this in. Okay, so there we go. So this is basically how far you can push it in. And there's this wobbly thing going on, right? Because this is how far you can push in. It cannot go any further. So how do you make it less wobbly? Well, you just took off some nuts. You can put the nuts on top of these standoffs. So just carefully remove that. And just stack the nuts here to prop up some distance. I'm having some trouble with this one. Maybe there's a messed up thread somewhere. Let's use a different nut. I think it's maybe, okay, yeah, it's just a thread that's a little bit messy. Okay, right here. Now if I stack this, I should have the exact right height. Okay, so there we go. Now we have the right height. All we have to do is to use this nut, or maybe stack another layer on top of it if you want. So I'll just finish off with these nuts. And these washers are no longer needed. When you do need them is when you need them to stack exactly on top of the USB adapter. You'll have these washers underneath. I'll show you with a side view. Okay, I didn't really tighten all the screws, but this is a nice stacked connection here. So let's take a look. This bottom layer is the SDI-12 USB adapter with USB mini USB connection here. And as you can see, there are metal washers here. So 2 metal washers between the bottom extension board and the standoff. That'll give you the exact right height. And then between one extension board and the next extension board, you just do, well, there's the standoff above the existing extension board, and the nuts from the existing extension board kit, and then on top of that stack your new board and add the screws in and add the nuts in, and then if you need another stack, you just unscrew this and stack another one on top of it. You don't really need the small washers anymore. You can keep them somewhere else if you need to redo the stacking some other way. So this is how you can connect multiple boards together. And the nice thing about this is there's no need to do any software setup. So once you have this connected, it's going to work. So if you have additional SDI-12 sensors connected, you don't need to do anything additional other than, well, the sensors have to be set up with their individual unique addresses, just like all the other sensors must do. So you must have I would have a separate USB SDI-12 adapter just to do the sensor setup and provisioning, basically giving them addresses, and then this one for deployment. So I'll connect additional sensors. I can stack more analog, high precision analog inputs, up to 4 of them, each one with a unique address. And the nice thing, I don't have to do anything addition to the software. So I just have to, run additional acquisition commands. For example, if I have one high resolution analog input, I have the ZM and ZM1 in case I use differential. And if I have 2 of these red boards, I'll use ZM2 and ZM3 for the other board, and then up to 4 board. So all the way up to ZM, 7 and 8 and 9 are the onboard connection that is optional here. So that's a nice thing about it. It's no need to do any additional setup. You just have to stack the boards together. Thank you.